Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got to put some new knives on the wood chipper. They've gotten real dull, and I need to put some on there. They're really dull. And when they start getting dull, you can always tell they'll start becoming real stringy. And you know, when you're chipping, they should be fine chips is what you're looking for. They'll pack in there good. If you get real stringy, it makes a mess. And usually that happens from the knives getting dull over a period of time, or you hitting metal in the limbs as it goes through. You know, some people, there's all sorts of, you find metal all over the place. I mean, people put nails in the trees. You know, they wrap metal cords around the limbs. They put swing sets in the trees. I mean, you name it. You always find metal somehow or another that people, you know, they think it's cute and funny, and they'll just put nails in it. But it's Sunday. Tomorrow I got to do a job removing 6 cedar trees. So you'll see that tomorrow, hopefully, with us chipping this all up and getting rid of everything. See, I mean, they're just gouged up. You can take these and have them resurfaced again or regrounded, but every time you do, they get shorter. You know, every time you grind them, they'll get shorter. They'll come back here, and then you grind. Usually you can do them, you can sharpen them about 2 times at the max. And it's cheaper to do that and regrind them. And but usually I just flip them back over. I mean, I'll rotate them. You can get 2 cuts at them before you get them regrind. And the other thing you want to do, if you're putting knives on there, you want to get Loctite. You need some Loctite when you're putting these on there. And they'll say, well, you shouldn't do that. Well, here's my experience. I didn't do that at first. I torque it all down. And then the second time, I had an instance where the knives, the bolts got sheared off. And when they got sheared off, they came loose all inside the chipper. And it tore up a bunch of crap. It cost me about, it messed my bearings up. I had to pull the drum all out. I had to replace a lot of stuff. So if you're putting knives on there, my suggestion would be put a little bit of Loctite. I mean, you know, it's a little bit harder to get off, but I ain't had no more problems out of it. And because there's a little bitty plate that comes in from the side. This is one whole piece, big metal chunk, but you undo it from the side, and it's a plate that runs down through here, and then the bolts run into it. So if it does hit metal, all it does is shear off from the plate, and you ain't got to replace the whole drum if it wears them out. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Maybe I got one. All right, this ain't the right one, but this, for example, I ordered one from Vermeer. And of course, they always send you the wrong one. So this one's to a different wood chipper, but it's just smaller. So if you can imagine, it cut off halfway through the middle of it, and it slides in from the side. It slides in from this side, and so the bolts sit, you know, they run in there like that, and you put that plate on there. And then that shears off, and then you just replace it. So, and I've had that happen, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. This chipper is a BC 1000. It's an older model. I picked this chipper up for, I think I gave $5,000 for it. The guy had bought it from a rental company. It had low hours on it, and the guy had it on Craigslist for sale. I called him up, and he said, hey man, this is a little small chipper. It don't do anything big, and it's not good for tree service. I said, are you for real? He said, yeah, oh yeah, we try to run a tree server and we just can't use it. It's just not what we want. So anyway, I went and picked it up and ended up buying from the guy, and I got it, like I said, $5,000. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I have no idea. I guess the guy was trying to chip 18-inch limbs, I guess, or diameter limbs. I don't know what he was doing, but I've used it for years and years. I've had it for probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years at least, maybe longer than that. I've had it for a long time, and I ain't really had any problems other than when the knives come off and it got stuck up in there and messed the drum and the bearing up, and I had to replace it. But other than that, it's still cheaper than going and buying one brand new. Brand new was like, I think at the time was like $40,000, $42,000, something like that. I mean, you're saving a lot of money. I mean, if you're in the tree work, that's what I would do. I would buy used equipment if I can, and then as you go along, buy new equipment. If you're a young guy, do it slow and easy, and you'll be all right. That's the lesson of the day. I'm sorry, I just I went off out in the left field for a minute, but hey, I'll go ahead and start to put these knives on there. I'll torque them one more time.